It's all the same. You wake up, you eat, you sleep. You're just so tired of it all. Nothing's new. It's not that you don't have time. You do. You just seem to let it all slip through your fingers. Your own body betrays you, and weakness overtakes your mind and soul. The minutes, the hours, the endless ticking of time should have been a warning sign for you to get up and live. But you don't. You hate it. You hate yourself. A close relative of mine died a few years ago. I don't think I've been the same since. Before you really experience death, and I mean when it's right up next to your face and you can't do anything but stare into its abyss, before that, you don't really understand how time works. You feel as though you have all the time in the world. Nothing is permanent because you always have a second chance at things. Make mistakes, people say. You have the time to correct it. Right? When this relative of mine died, I was in shock for a little bit. A long bit, actually. Maybe I still am in shock. Numb to it. But you really begin to understand what permanence is. Permanence, forever, eternity. These are just words that you understand the meaning of, but you can't actually comprehend. It's an indescribable feeling. It's anguish and torment, anger and powerlessness. But most of all, it's an unending darkness in a world you thought was bright. On the day of their death, I swore to myself that I would live life to its fullest, saying it like I'm some movie protagonist or the main character of some Hollywood film. Who was I kidding? I hate myself. I waste endless amounts of time on the things that I don't care about, and I don't even get enjoyment from anymore. The scrolling, the media, the games, I hate it. I hate myself. Self-hatred is so interesting in that it's a sort of self-fulfilling prophecy. You hate yourself, then you hate that you hate yourself, because all signs point to the fact that it's your own fault. You could actively do things to make you not hate yourself, but you don't. Then you hate yourself because you're too weak to take hold of your own life, and you feel guilty because of it. You have the ability, and yet each day passes, and nothing's new. So, what to do from here? I assume that you and I must cut it off at the root. Cut off that guilt. Begin the process of ending that vicious cycle. I'm not going to say something stupid like, just stop wasting time. Words like that are as empty as they sound. What I am going to say to both you and myself is to take a step back and reassess the deeper reasonings. In solitude. Think deeply for a little while why it is we do what we do. Is it self-hatred from a sense of inadequacy? A feeling of loneliness? Perhaps it's misplaced anger towards your feelings of powerlessness over your own fate. Whatever it is, think deeply. But only do so for a little while. Think for too long and it's easy to get entranced. As Nietzsche said, when you stare into the abyss stares back at you. Upon reaching a surface level understanding of yourself, which sounds bad, but you really don't need any more. Simply do. Act. Live. Permanence is scary. This can lead us to act too cautiously, to try and avoid making mistakes. But the other fact about permanence is that you, my friend, die a little more each second. So, live.